Hi, I'm Annie Anderson. I'm the instructor for EDU 101. EDU 101 is a HyFlex class, so you don't actually have to be in the class to be in the class. So I'll show you how this works. If you are somebody who is out of town or is not going to be able to make it during this time, our class time is 2:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30 to 3:30. If you're able to come, we meet in 317. If you're not able to come, I will have videos every week and every day. You can just watch those and do the videos. If you happen to be in class, you do not need to watch the videos. We'll just do all the discussion together in class. And if you happen to be missed that day, you can go and watch the upload and get caught up with what we're talking about. There's only 3 of you in the class this semester, which is a very small class, so it's going to be easy to get to know each other. So if you happen to show up in class at room 317, 2:30 to 3:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there are some things that I'm going to show you online that you don't have to worry about. Okay, so here is our Canvas shell, and the course introduction to the course, the books and textbooks, syllabus, class schedule, that's all pretty much self-explanatory. The ones that are down here are all going to be set up by day. So for instance, on Tuesday of next week, if you are in class, there's a discussion right here. If you are in class on Tuesday, you will not have to do this discussion online. We will just do it together in class and you'll get credit for it. If you happen to be taking this class away from campus or online, or if your schedule doesn't mix with other classes, your job is to click on the day, watch the video, and you'll be able to answer the discussions. So the videos are not posted until the day of class, because sometimes it'll be a video of class, and sometimes it'll just be a screencast like this where I'm chatting with you back and forth. Either way, it's your responsibility to keep up with those days. So again, if you are in class, you don't have to worry about doing the discussions. If you are out of class, then you will have to do those discussions. If you look at this right here, this is not a discussion, this is an assignment. This is an assignment for everyone. So all assignments are for everybody, whether you're in class or online, and those I generally give about 2 weeks to get done. So if you notice, like section 1 right up here, aside from the midterm, but I'm going to be explaining that in a little bit too, section 1 is all due on February 2nd. So if you happen to be watching our class online, or you're not going to be in person, you really have 2 weeks stretch to get all that section 1 done. And then after those 2 weeks, those will close, the next section will open up, and you will do section 2, and you will have 2 weeks to get section 2 done. So that's kind of nice if you look at your schedule, if you're going to be busy that week, if you know some things are going to take you away from class, you can always get caught up and then finish that up. So if you notice, every assignment, every discussion, everything is due February 2nd. And so that's kind of how that works. So I did put the midterm interview on here because that's part of our class schedule that we're going to be talking about during the next 2 weeks. The class schedule can be found here, and it's taken a minute. There we go. So this is like what we're going to be talking about, and this is the things that you have to do. And if you notice, on January 30th, our conversation is going to be transitioning into the real world, and then the midterm handout. So this is why the midterm is going to be on that first 2 weeks of our discussion. So week 2, or section 2, is going to start on February 7th, and we're going to be doing, for 2 more weeks, and we're just going to go chunk by chunk. If you want a better view of this in color, because I like color things, go to the syllabus. And inside the syllabus, please, take a look at all of it. It's important and fun. You have another part of it right in here. That might be a little easier to read it through the syllabus versus the class schedule. Either way, I thought I had this color-coded, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be my weekend project. I will color-code this because I thought that's what I had done. Okay, so if I go back to home, the books and textbooks for this class. The textbook we're going to be using is an online text, so you don't have to worry about buying one or downloading it or anything. It is completely free. I'll move my face here. It's through K-State Libraries, and so this is the book we're going to be using. So anytime it says chapter like 2 or 3 or whatever in the book, that's the book that we're going to be using. The other books that we're going to be using are novels. So the first three that we're going to be reading together is Educating Esme. It's a pretty fast read. It's not hard. You can find it on YouTube. I think that there's an audio book of it. You can get it at the bookstore for a couple bucks. You can rent it from your library, whatever you want to do. And I really don't mind if you listen to our books. That's 100% okay. This is not a reading class. I'm not testing your reading comprehension. We're just getting the big ideas from that book. The second book that we're going to be reading is called The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. And this book is very controversial, and that's why I put this in here. If you have read this book before, possibly that you looked at it as if you were the student or if you knew a student like this in your class. But we're going to be taking a step back and looking at this as if you were the administration or the teacher in this book. And it's pretty entertaining. Also, a quick read, not hard. The last book that we're going to talk about together is called Letters to a Young Teacher, and this book is a little bit more dense than the other two books. It's going to take a little bit more reading, therefore we're not going to get through the whole book. So we're going to go through the first section of Letters to a Young Teacher, and this also is the idea of like when you're first getting into your classroom, the pros, the cons, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of those things. So those are the three that we're going to be talking about during class this semester. There's other two books that you can pick up if you choose to. These are going to be optional. The very last assignment that you'll have in this class is a book review, and that's going to be your final. The book you pick for your book review is totally up to you. These two are good options if you want to do Teach with Your Heart or Creative Schools. Both are fantastic books. Or you can use another book that might be of interest to you. If you think maybe you're going into counseling or coaching or therapy or a trainer or something like that, then by all means this class should be looked at as if you were the coach, the trainer, the therapist, those things instead of the teacher. So when I say teaching, yes, teaching is in the classroom and it is considered education, but coaching is also teaching, therapy is also teaching, training is also teaching. There's a whole bunch of different ways we can look at this. So if you are someone that is not sure if you're going into the education world, maybe you want to go into coaching, maybe you want to go into other realms, then that's the kind of lens I want you to look for. And so that might be a good way to use that interest in your final project. So you can use a different book. That's totally fine. So last semester when we did this, we had two athletes that were going into coaching, and so they chose coaching books like a biography and an autobiography of different coaches, and that's what they used for their final project. Completely fine. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. But I want this to be not a last minute thing thrown together, so that's why I'm giving you what the final is about at the first day of school, so then you have an idea what you're getting yourself into for the rest of the semester. So to recap, your textbook is free. You will need to purchase 3 of the books on our list: Educating Esme, The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and Letters to a Young Teacher. Totally optional if you want to purchase Teach with Your Heart, Creative Schools, or if you want to get a book of your own for the final, that's completely fine too. All right. Excuse me. So that's our class in a nutshell. So if you have any questions at all, I'm in the Learning Center. Again, my name is Annie Anderson, and I am in the office inside the Learning Center. And so if you need anything, call me, stop by. Most of you probably already know where my office is. If you haven't stopped by the Learning Center, it's a great place to hang out and get your work done. If you need anything for this class, please just let me know. The most important thing, I think, is just being able to keep up with the assignments. This is not a hard class. This is not a hard class. This class is all about exploratory and informational, and hopefully at the end of this semester you will be like, yes, I want to teach, or oh my God, no way, this is not what I want to do. But it should give you, even if you're on the fence, it should give you the ins and the outs of the teaching profession, and you can decide from there if this is something that you want to pursue. So because this is a 101 class, this is very elementary, very basic. We're not going to get into a lot of depth in this class. It's more of an overview. So we're going to do an overview of lessons and units and teacher salaries and all the things that come along with teaching your own classroom, which you can look at through a lens, like I said, of coaching or therapy if you choose to. All right, so when I first started teaching, I was a kindergarten teacher, and I taught kindergarten for, kindergarten, 3rd grade, 3rd and 4th grade combo, reading recovery, and preschool. That was kind of like the stint of it, for 17 years prior coming to MCC. So when I first started teaching, I kind of thought, oh, this is going to be, easy. This will be fun. Kindergartners are fun. They're 5 years old. And it took me about 30 seconds in the classroom to figure out that this is going to be some work and I better get my act together, because we don't want to ever be mediocre at this job. We want to make sure we're the best. So there's definitely things that we're going to be talking about that are going to make you good, but then there's going to be some that are going to make you effective. And so next week's topic is all about good teaching versus effective teaching and what we can do to be more effective in our classrooms. All right, so I teach because it's all I've ever done. I love it. I love being in the classroom. I love the cyclic idea of school. I just think this is where I'm supposed to be. But that might not be your passion either. So I'm going to put another video on here, and it's called Rita Parsons, Be a Champion. And please watch it. We watched it in class on Thursday, and maybe that will give you a little inspiration, like, why are you here? Why do you want to be a teacher or a coach or a therapist? What part of any of those programs kind of light you up a little bit? All right, well, I'm happy to meet all of you. It's good to see you. And if you have any questions at all about this class, please yell. All right, I will see you either online on Tuesday or I will see you in class. All right, thanks.